Yo, what's up guys, it's King Sean here, and in today's video, I will be looking at the playoff picture going into week 18 of the NFL season, the last week of the regular season, and I'll also be looking at playoff seeding scenarios for the Commanders in week 18. So, if you guys are new to my channel, leave a like down below, subscribe, and turn on notifications, and with that out of the way, let's get straight into today's video. Taking a look at the NFC playoff picture, we're going to go from top to bottom, and I talked about it a little bit in my video yesterday. However, only for a short amount of time. I want to talk about it more in depth today and go over some seeding scenarios. So at the top, you have the Lions. Whoever wins the final game of the regular season, 272, the 272nd game of the regular season, Sunday Night Football between the Lions and the Vikings. Whoever wins that game gets the number one seed in the NFC. And it's crazy how we're going to have a 14-win team be the 5th seed, be in the wild card round, and go on to play a team on the road in the wild card round. Like, that's just insane to me, but is what it is right there, right? So whoever wins on Sunday night between the Lions and Vikings will clinch the first seed, clinch that division, the NFC North obviously, and get a first round bye. So we'll see who wins that Sunday Night Football matchup. That should be a very fun matchup to watch. And then the Eagles are locked in at the 2nd seed, so they will play the 7th seed, which will either be us if we do not take care of Dallas on Sunday, and if the Packers beat the Bears, then we will drop to the 7th seed. But we'll talk about that when we get to playoff seeding scenarios. But they will be playing either us or the Packers at home for the wild card round. The Rams are locked in at the 3 seed. The Bucks have the 4 seed right now. They are in control of the NFC South, and if they beat the Saints on Sunday, then they will clinch the NFC South. And then obviously you have us as the 6th seed, and then the Packers as the 7th seed. We beat the Falcons on Sunday night, and the Packers lost to the Vikings, so we have the tiebreaker over them because of conference record. We have a better conference record than them, so we have the 6th seed over them, and they have the 7th seed. So let's talk about some seeding scenarios. So like I just stated a minute ago, whoever wins the Sunday Night Football matchup between the Lions and the Vikings get the 1st seed. They get a first round bye, and then the team who loses gets the 5th seed. So that's that scenario, right? So we already know about that. The 2nd seed, the Eagles are locked in there. The 3rd seed, if the Rams lose to the Seahawks on Sunday, and by the way, Sean McVay said earlier in his press conference that he doesn't expect starters to start or play against the Seahawks, so should be resting their starters for that game. So if the Seahawks beat the Rams and if the Bucks beat the Saints, then the Bucks get the 3rd seed and the Rams get the 4th seed. However, if the Rams take care of the Seahawks, beat them, then they are locked into the 3rd seed, and the Bucks will be at the 4th seed, and they will play the loser of the Sunday Night Football matchup between the Lions and the Vikings. So, that's that right there. And then as for us, if we beat the Cowboys on Sunday, and Dan Quinn already came out yesterday and said they want the 6th seed. They want to lock in the 6th seed, and I'm with them, right? Look, man, if we play the Eagles in the first round, so be it, right? Is what it is, right? I'm all for it. I want to play the Eagles in the playoffs, but I don't want to play them in the first round. I know some fans do. I personally don't, because you want the best opportunity to win a playoff game, and playing the Eagles in the first round, we could beat the Eagles. I'm not saying we can't beat the Eagles or anything like that. I'm not scared of the Eagles. However, playing them in the first round does not give you the best opportunity to, win a playoff game, right? And I feel like playing a team like the Bucks or the Rams does that. So if it were up to me, I would definitely play the Rams or the Bucks over the Eagles. But if we play the Eagles in the first round, so be it, right? Let's go beat them, right? And that will be the 3rd time we see them, obviously, and that will be in Philly. So that would definitely be an interesting matchup. But once again, if I had to, pick and choose, I would definitely choose playing the Rams or the Bucks over the Eagles in the first round. Obviously, if we want to make it far in the playoffs, we're going to have to beat Philly, right? However, I don't want to play them in the first round. That's just me personally. So that's that right there. But as for, the 6th seed, we got to beat Dallas on Sunday in order to lock in the 6th seed. And then we will play either the Rams or the Bucks. Like I said, if the Rams, beat the Seahawks on Sunday, then they are locked into the 3rd seed. And we would play them in the first round of the playoffs, wild card. But if they lose to the Seahawks, and if the Bucks beat the Saints, they will win their division and they will move up to the 3rd seed, and we would play them on the road. And then as for the Packers, if we lose to the Cowboys next week and if they take care of the Bears, I expect them to take care of the Bears. But if that happens, then they will move up to the 6th seed and we would stay at the 7th seed or move back to the 7th seed. However, if we just take care of Dallas next week, and we should take care of Dallas next week, I know we lost to them back in week 12, but at this point, Dallas just got blown out by Philly, right? They lost CeeDee Lamb for the season. Like, we really should take care of them next week. I don't care. They got nothing to play for. You know, we eliminated them a week ago, right? So they're just done. They're done, right? And I really don't want to get swept by Dallas, especially with them playing their worst football. They're not going to be like this again next year. I guarantee that. They're not going to play this bad next year. They just, you know, their offense, they got to add more talent on offense, obviously, specifically weapons. However, they aren't going to be this bad again this year. They just aren't, right? So, you know, we got to beat them while they're down like this, and hopefully we do so next week. I expect us to do so next week. Or sorry, not next week, this week on Sunday versus them. So, you know, hopefully we beat them, and if we beat them, we will lock in the 6th seed. And once again, I want that 6th seed, and DQ wants it as well. I expect everybody who's healthy to play on Sunday. And hopefully, you know, we're blowing out Dallas by halftime. Maybe it's like 24-7 or 28-7. If it's 24-7 or 28-7, if we have a big lead on Dallas by halftime, I don't want the starters playing in the second half. Because the last thing I want to do is risk someone getting hurt. Like, we're already dealing with a lot of injuries. Andrew Wiley, Cornelius Lucas, Tyler Biotish, Marshawn Lattimore, Tyler Owens, Jordan McGee, all those injuries. De'Ami Brown, Austin Eckler, he actually has a chance to return. You know, he said he's feeling better. I don't expect him to play on Sunday versus Dallas. However, I would not be surprised if he's back for our playoff game, our wildcard game. So that would be a big boost for us, right? But we already have a lot of injuries, right? So I don't want to risk, you know, suffering more injuries by having our guys play the entire game next week. So it would be very nice if we were blowing out Dallas by halftime or maybe like halfway through the 3rd quarter. And then after that, we can just sit our starters, put in the backups, and have them, you know, get extra rest and good to go for our playoff game, our 1st round playoff game, wildcard round the following week. So hopefully that's the case. But yeah, once again, the seeding scenarios: win and we're locked in at the 6th seed, lose and the Packers win, then we drop back to the 7th seed and we would play Philly. If the Packers lose and if we lose, we would still be at the 6th seed, but just take care of business next week versus Dallas and we're locked in at the 6th seed. So those are your playoff seeding scenarios, and that is the playoff picture outlook for week 18. And then real quick, I want to talk about the Pro Bowl voting. So Pro Bowl voting ended last Monday, I'm pretty sure. And fan voting's done, right? The players and coaches conducted their votes, I'm pretty sure, last Friday. So the rosters will release this Thursday, January 2nd. So we'll see who makes it. And we should have a good amount of guys making the Pro Bowl this year. Obviously, with us being 11-5, you know, us playing multiple primetime games, JD5, right, being a top 5 quarterback in the NFL already, at least in my opinion. Some people would argue that, but he's a superstar quarterback as a rookie, right? So with us being good, with JD5 being an elite quarterback, we're obviously going to get more and more recognition, and the play of other guys are going to be elevated, like Terry McLaurin, who right now is, or after Pro Bowl fan voting, 4th in receiver voting. So he came in 4th. That's the entire NFL, right, by the way. Not just the NFC, but the entire NFL. Pretty sure the only guys he was behind were Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamar Chase, and Justin Jefferson. So I expect Terry to make the Pro Bowl. Jaden and Bobby Wagner finished 1st in quarterback and linebacker voting. So expect those 2 guys to make the Pro Bowl. They've been awesome for us this year, of course. Tyler Biotish, he was 2nd. He can make the Pro Bowl, man. He's been having a Pro Bowl type season. He's been really, really good this year. So don't be surprised if Biotish makes the Pro Bowl. Jeremy Reeves, he's 2nd. Tressway, he's 2nd, as well as Tyler Also. All of our special teamers, really, besides kicker, of course, they are 2nd in Pro Bowl voting, which is cool to see. Sam Cosmi is 3rd. Kind of shocking right there, because the last time I checked, like a week or 2 ago, he wasn't there, but he is now. So 3rd, that's really cool for Cosmi. We'll see if he makes it. That will be really good, because he has been really good for us this year. He definitely has been. Frankie Louvu and Dante Fowler Jr., they are 4th and 5th. Louvu's 4th, Dante Fowler Jr. is 5th in outside linebackers voting. So we'll see if both of those guys make it or one of those guys make it. So we'll see who makes it there. And then Jeremy Chin, he is 4th in strong safety voting. So those are the Pro Bowl votings right now, or after fan votings. Those are the rankings for each position and where our guys stand up. And the full Pro Bowl rosters will release on January 2nd. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Just want to wish you guys a happy New Year's, and I appreciate every single one of you guys who are subbed to the channel. Follow my channel, watch my videos, man. Really appreciate y'all. Y'all are the ones that keep this channel going. Y'all's support and love is what keep this channel going. So really appreciate y'all. Happy New Year's once again, and stay safe on this New Year's Eve. And other than that, it's been King Sean, and I'm out. Peace.